Hi, Daddy. What you doing?
You doing the regatta shuffle right now? Oh, let's go in.
Here we go. Yeah.
There we
Everybody tapping you on. Don't listen. I got you. I got you. What's up? It is episode 69 of the Sup'm Show, and we trying to figure out what's going on with our Negroes. Put everybody center up right now. There we go. How y'all feeling?
Awesome, bro.
Oh,
how's it going?
Look how I accidentally muted on. Sorry, I promise I won't do that anymore throughout the rest of the show.
I
You
think
meant to do that.
I just didn't want any interruptions when I brought in you know who. So here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
The most sexiest guy alive is here, as usual. Everybody fix your face. Fix your face.
Doc says no. All right, so yeah, you giving me some real Major vibes right now. Like some Jonathan Major vibes right now. I see
Yeah.
you got your pretty boy shade on and all that whole thing right now. So
Hey, I'm a pretty boy, bro. I ain't gonna front. I am a pretty boy.
my lord.
Let them know then. It's your world, bro.
Bask in the glory, y'all.
So listen, speaking about pretty boys. I was thinking about it. I know we trying to figure out, we digging into Hollywood, which I have a little bit of experience with, and and we grew up in a different time. Aunt, you probably the baby in the building right now.
Yeah.
But you know who Denzel Washington is, right?
Yes, I do.
You know who Harry Belafonte is.
Who?
You know
Harry
who that is.
Belafonte.
You know who Sidney Poitier is.
I do.
You know who JP Knowles is, right?
I don't know that.
Yeah.
No cap.
But do you know who Jonathan Majors is?
Only now, because of his.
Only now. Cap. I call Cap again. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna.
I knew his characters, but I never knew his name.
What characters you know him from?
Marvel. I knew him from Marvel characters. Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
Cool.
I didn't know his name either.
Right. So I didn't know his name. I knew his face, but yeah, that's what it.
Where y'all been?
No, but you know what? What movie I watched and I realized he was in it.
It was
Which
Ant-Man.
one?
I
What
know
was
it
he in?
Ant-Man.
No.
He was in Creed 3 too with the boxing movie.
Oh, see, I
No,
never watched
older than
that
that.
because I'm not a
Let
me
fan
tell you.
of the main character in that movie.
Let me tell you when I became a fan of the young black brother. I became a bona fide fan at Lovecraft Country.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all watched that series,
Mm-mm.
but it's a series. It's kind of like about vampires, but it's set in Tulsa. It's surrounded the Tulsa massacres. That's the whole bed of the storyline. And it really digs into some serious Black history, Black American history.
What's
It
the
is
title?
such a powerful movie, and I'm Lovecraft Country.
Hard
And I
Box.
was shocked when they got Lovecraft Country. Came
Yeah, I
out
think
in 2020.
okay. Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
It's a series,
It's
right?
on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
It's a
too.
It's on
series.
Hulu. It's on Hulu, not
Okay, it's on
Netflix.
Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the previews.
But I think they only did one. They only did one season, and I was
That was-
livid because it was such a powerful show.
Yeah.
Now I don't want
It
to watch
was.
it.
You don't even want to watch it now, eh?
No, because they stop at one series, and hopefully it wasn't a cliffhanger at the end. I don't need them playing with my emotions.
I think it's worth watching, even though it's one series,
Mhm.
because you'll have a wow moment, and it's one of those shows that awakens Black minds. in my opinion.
Okay.
Even though it's like a fantasy horror type vibe, right? But
Okay.
anyway,
Let me ask you
fast forward to
something.
Is there more
Let me ask you
slavery
something.
talk?
Them zesty pictures he take with Michael B. Jordan that awakens the black minds.
I'm not a Michael B. fan, so.
No, I'm asking Dyson. Dyson seems like he's a great fan of this guy. I'm asking him if those zesty ass pictures that I show him leading up to this show, does that awaken the minds of black people also, black men in general?
define zesty.
Look at the pictures. Okay, let me ask you. All right, let me bring this
This
into
would have been
context
a
here.
perfect time to insert picture here.
Let me
see if I
bring
can
this into
find the picture.
context right here.
Okay.
Okay, I know Dr. Kent Bazard. How long I know you, bro?
Like 32 years, 34
I'm
years.
constantly around each other, in and out of life, all over the place. Through fights with this and that, all over the place, right? Traveling, all of it. Dyson probably have the same that picture right there. That's pretty zesty.
They just look like they're good friends.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Let me see you. Listen, if you go through K-Mac phone, right? And you see him and Dyson posing like that, you're gonna have a whole new outlook. Come on now.
What is that?
Dyson, you need to put a close up. You can't see.
Let me see if I can get it. I'll get it bigger right now. Hold
Make
on.
you big. There you go. You know what? I think he tried the zest way to maybe elevate in Hollywood, but he
Show the ultimate picture, man, Dyson. The ultimate one. You know what it is. It's coming.
There's
Check this
more.
one here.
Oh,
Wait, there's more.
make it. That's very zesty. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
I was only trying to figure out.
That's suspicious.
I was only trying to know, but I mean, okay, hold on. Okay. So first of all, it's only because he is, I guess. Well, we don't know what his sexual preference is. First of all,
we don't.
He presently got convicted of convicted of assault.
Yep.
You gotta be really dumb to be gay and go to jail for sexual assault on a woman. You gotta really be dumb.
But you know what? He didn't come to all right. To his defense, because when that photo with him with the feather shit all over him and the boots, when that photo came out, I think that was on the cover of GQ magazine or some magazine, right? And they awarded him Man of the Year. All right, and that was the photo, that was on the cover. So when certain people interviewed him about the questionable photo, he said it's just style. And then he said it's just style. It's just a style.
So
It's nothing to it.
what about his puckered lips and his?
Hold on, I'm getting there. So, and then he takes it back to like the 70s when rock and roll singers used to do certain things and yada 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 and all this other stuff there. So
Megan Good is his
there
cover.
you go, I got it. Megan Good is a woman.
Megan Good is his cover.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that.
She's being paid to do that.
Thank you.
I want to talk about that. Okay. So disclaimer time. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on, pause that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sup'm Show is for entertainment purposes. We do go deep. We do study. We do know our stuff, and we smart as heck. But please accept all that we say for entertainment purposes only. Now back to your question to one.
What's that?
No, I was gonna say, just if he's making that a point about the rock and roll stars of the 70s, number one, that's in the 70s, and number two,
right?
He's not a rock and roll star, and number three, a lot of those guys were bisexual, and it was just a thing, and that's not even the point, I mean,
it's not the point at all.
I know we're gonna get to the point, but if he's gay or whatever his sexual predisposition is, that's your problem. Like my thing is always
position.
No, whatever his sexual disposition is his choice. right?
Yeah.
What I don't like is when you're trying to hide it, or when you're trying to cover it up, or you're trying to, maybe it's not
No,
hiding.
Yeah.
not to interrupt you. You know what he said, so
You try to pass it off as something else. So
this
don't
is
say
this is what really like made me like what? Like how does it even make sense? In some part of the interview, he tried to pass that along as masculinity is not so much as in how you carry yourself or how
right,
you dress, but how
right,
you think.
correct.
He tried to pass it off like in that way. Y'all follow me? So
I follow you.
my interpretation of that, right? If I was an up and coming young man, all right, in my say 16, let's say 12 years old, all right, 12, 13, 14, all the way up to adulthood, me viewing that, right, on a grand scale like that, it may have a possibility if I don't have other males in my life to tell me different, that this is what it is. So it made me feel like that's the whole point of the photo. Me personally.
So he thirst trapping the other side.
No,
He's
ain't
being
thirst trapping
used.
on the side. What he's doing is he's making it cool. He's making it seem like it's cool to do these things, and it has absolutely nothing to do with masculinity.
Don't
It's
say
he's
don't say
trying
he's
to
making it.
redefine what it means.
There you go.
to be masculine.
There you go. Answer it on the head.
Don't say he's doing it. I tend to lean a little bit more towards the conspiracy guys on this topic,
Right.
and I
Who's
think
supposed to child for it then?
I was listening to intelligent men like Terrence Howard, a good friend, not good friend, but someone I admire a lot, Dave Chappelle. All right, and of course he talked with Kat last week. And for so many men in that kind of position to take the risks that they take and say these things out loud, say that, look, man, these guys want to make us look less masculine.
Yes.
Especially, particularly black men, and like our boy Gene Smith always say, you never see white men in pictures like that. Never, ever do you see them in pictures like that.
No.
Well, y'all bring up an interesting side of the story because it reminds me of the what they call them, the buck farms in Jamaica. I don't know if y'all know about that. During slavery times, they sent them to buck camps. They sent the black, especially the hard ones, like to break them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In order to break the slaves, there are certain things that they did to them. And the first thing was that they made them look less than much less of a man in front of their whoever it is that respected them. So the more respect they garnished in their area, they send them to these buck places, or the slave masters would rape them, would rape their girlfriends, would rape their children. I shouldn't even say that on. Look at YouTube got me saying that the R word. Grape. They took it. They took advantage of these men and did some things to them against their will, right? And I look at.
See, they're already freezing for you to work.
You have frozen. Is it that cold there?
Don't forget we're on YouTube, but you can't say that word.
That's why I say the R word. I went and said the R word.
Oh, wow.
It's a good thing we get monetized yet. Hey, this would have been a wrap.
I apologize for saying the R word. Their algorithm, please forgive me for saying the R word.
Yeah, you can't say that on YouTube, man. You can't say a lot of things on here.
I didn't. Y'all need to send me a list because.
Yeah, man.
There's a list for real.
If you want to say the SEX word, you got to say sex. SEGS. Yeah, because the algorithm will pick it up and it'll just, take the video down.
Can't say the P word either.
Yes. Yep. Which one of them? Which one?
The minor attracted people. Minor attracted people.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Minor attracted people.
Peddling. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
So we look at what Hollywood is doing in relation to what
they did
to black men in slavery times, where you know, the whole idea of that second version of slavery was to separate the decommission. What is the word? Mess up the home.
Yeah.
Right.
Break down the home. Right.
Destabilization.
And destabilization. And this is known. This is written. This is in text. Okay, in black and white. If you read it, you will see it. And we look at what Hollywood seems to be doing now. It's only, you know, you spoke about Cat just a while ago, Doc, and he talked about how he refused to wear a dress in a movie. And you look at all of these, and he named them off, like people who put on a dress in their movies and how well they did. And really and truly, oh boy, it's all coming together now. The dots are connecting. You look, I'll say it like this. There are many doctors in the world. Sorry, Doc, I use you for example. Let me use him. Use him. Okay. There are many doctors in the world. But for some strange reason, some doctors do better than others.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it could be that they are really, really good at their job. Or it could be a form of networking. Or it could be that they play in ball with the pharmaceutical companies. Or it could be that they have a horse in the race. Maybe there's a drug that they are selling themselves. Maybe it's a pharmacy that they own a certain percentage. Maybe
right? A cucumber in the mouth, you know.
And it just so happens that I thought they cut the cucumbers up and put it on your eyes to get rid of bites.
No, right? Sorry, you thought wrong.
Oh, my bad. So, I mean, what y'all think about that? Because the people that have, if you have a horse in the race, you
got to ask yourself. Hollywood, and I've some people don't know. Haven't been to Hollywood, but I did act in a movie. All right, and this is a Bahamian made movie now. But nevertheless, on our small budget and our small scale, it took us 2 years to make the movie. It's right on YouTube. And it's called Knockin' the Conch Style. And it's the first Bahamian martial arts movie. It was a lot of work. When you're talking about a lot of work, I got new respect for these guys about how much work they put in. I'm like, I can't imagine a huge movie where, like Lord of the Rings, where you got 1,000 horses to take care of. Like, Jesus Christ. Can you imagine having to take care of 1,000 horses on set? Like, that's crazy. You understand what I mean? So I'm like, I have no respect for the whole process, right? But I also have respect for the persons who will up and leave their home and travel to Hollywood, the actual city of Hollywood, with nothing, no plans, no money, no nothing, trying to chase a dream. And you can imagine a person like that who's sacrificed a lot. And on the comic journey is pretty similar. It's probably a little easier, but it's a little similar. You can imagine what a person like that would have to compromise about their own morals to achieve their dream. You have to really think. I always remember this guy. Remember that guy on Def Jam who said, you know, if someone offered me $4 million, would I go down on him? Remember that Def Jam? Remember that Def Jam episode? He said $4 million, he'll suck the skin off of. That's what he said. And now as an adult thinking about that line, I'm like, somebody probably asked this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To suck it. Like somebody probably asked him. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
If somebody who and these guys apparently
and he probably still got the skin stuck in his teeth.
These guys are not afraid of approaching you. You see, what's his name? What's the big black dude name from Friday again? What's his name again?
Terry
Crews.
Terry Crews.
No. Debo.
Cruz.
That's
Cruz.
Cruz driving.
Cruz can feel it from a little short ball white guy.
Yeah.
I feel like they like that power.
White guy grabbed his nuts, and he said he couldn't do anything. Like he felt like he couldn't do anything about it. Not because he can't beat the guy up, he'll demolish the guy. But if he touched this dude, he had to think about his wife, his family, his children, his house, his car, you got rent to pay, you got when you got all these things. When you got all these things going on, you got all, and this is Terry Crews, who don't have a whole lot of contracts now. Now, when you think about $50 million on the line, you gotta respect Dave Chappelle. You gotta respect this dude.
Absolutely.
$50 million. I would put the dress on for $50 million.
No.
I would. Yes, I would. I would.
At least he honest.
Hey, and let's be real. No, let's be real. Let's be real. There are a lot. There are many people who would put the dress on for $50 million. A dress? What is a dress?
But I think
I'll call it a kilt.
I don't feel like it's just a dress. I feel like it's the beginning of what they feel like they can get you to do.
True. Yes.
As long as they give you the money, you will do whatever they say. I feel like that's just like the gateway.
Yeah, agreed.
Speaking about that, let's go back to.
I don't be agreeing with her, but it's pretty.
Let's go back to someone who actually wears a dress often, Miss Megan, and you feel as though she is making a money move in her sudden appearance in this whole Jonathan Major situation. I mean, what kind of give you that vibe? Yeah,
because she came out of nowhere.
She did literally come out of nowhere.
Like out of nowhere. It was there were never no accidental sightings of them or anything like. Before that, he was into Caucasian women. And then,
well, y'all do know. Is it this Megan? Now hold on. Now I be getting these two girls confused. This is Megan Fox, the black actress, right?
Megan Good,
not Megan Fox. Not Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, the girl that acted in Transformers.
Right. Correct.
Okay, Megan Good is the black girl.
Yes.
Prior to her, you know her husband just recently divorced her too.
No, she divorced him. But go ahead.
Yeah.
She divorced him, or he divorced? No, Hans. He divorced her.
No, she divorced him.
He divorced her. Look it up. Look it up, Dyson.
I don't know.
They're divorced.
Yeah.
She's recently
He's
divorced.
a preacher.
Yes.
He divorced her. Yeah, man. He divorced her.
Okay. All right.
Let me ask the Google. I'll ask the Google. Who divorced who?
Either way.
Hey, Google.
They're right. They're not together.
Who divorced who? Megan Good or her husband, the pastor?
Who filed for the divorce?
According to People, her work has previously appeared on Elle, HGTV, and Backstage.
That's you asked the wrong
Megan
question.
Good is getting
All right, so what the hell are you asking,
What is
man?
she asking me?
HGTV. What the
wasn't hers.
I asked who divorced who?
f***? What's wrong with your boy, man?
Hush. I asked Google a straight question. Anyway, whatever. Google ain't helping.
No,
but they're
that was
divorced,
a
right?
Dyson question. That wasn't straight.
Okay, give me the straight question. How should I ask it?
Did Megan Good file for divorce, or did
From
her
her husband?
Did Megan Good file for divorce, or did her husband file for divorce?
Oh my God, this boy.
According to Hindustan Times, Megan Good and Devon Franklin announced their divorce in December 2021, after being married for 9 years. The split was finalized in June 2022, which coincided with the
Listen, bro. Listen.
They don't
stop ad-libbing, bro. Listen.
Okay.
Did Megan Good filed for divorce for? That's it.
Did Megan Good file for divorce? That's it.
According to Newsweek, false. The tweet by ADA Lush was based on 2 articles, only one of which mentions an $80 million.
All right, leave the
Hey, turn our phone in the garbage break. Turn our Stop and Shop phone in the garbage break.
I don't even understand what. Hey.
So anyway, so I mean, so what do you guys? So let's go back to what's his name. All right, what's your name again?
Cain the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Jonathan?
Yeah, him.
No, but in all seriousness, he did all this stuff. He did the photos.
Yeah.
He did the zesty photos.
He had the
He got with the push out lips and everything, and he still kind of get hold. So what y'all think happened? Because it seemed like he did what he was supposed to do.
You know what it is?
Good question.
And he still ended up canceled.
They made an example out of his ugly ass. Simple. They made an example out of him.
Why not make an example of somebody like Dave Chappelle or
Because listen, Dave Chappelle is one of the few people, whether he is comedian, actor, just one of the few persons on the whole that can still do a comedic special and mention anything about anything and nothing happens to him.
So
He can't. He's uncancelable.
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
so I have a different possible take, right?
Mhm.
So what if Jonathan Majors or whatever his name is did all these things? Now he feels like he is secure and he can do as he pleases, and he decides to actually get physical with someone.
Mhm.
What's
But
yours is
he was
mine,
quick.
and
He was. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. That's what black people have to always keep in mind, and
Because
that's
they
one of the
quickly
things that.
reminded him that he was a black
Oh yeah.
man in America.
Thank you
Oh
very
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
That is the point right there.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry. So no
Dyson, what?
matter how much
Yeah.
he was doing along with what they wanted him to do, and he had
Yeah.
to move, and he felt like, okay, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I got me a white woman on my arm, and then boom, no, you still black.
Dyson, what did I always say on this show? Like one of our most earliest episodes. I'll remind y'all. Ant wasn't a part of the show then. You all probably remember. I said, people of color must stop going into a situation that's controlled by the other side. And then when you get in that situation that's controlled by the other side, you try to bring your own rules and regulations and try to change the situation how it's been going for decades. If you want it that way, you got to create your own. I always said that. It's the same thing when you get black people go to a predominantly white college and want to protest in a white college because things don't benefit black people. Hello, you dumb, silly people. It's a white college. Go to your
Let
own
me
college and do
Go
that.
to your own college, period. Right.
Period.
let me defend. Speaking about college, you got to throw some more defense behind the excellent actor Jonathan Majors, because he is a Yale graduate
Mm-hmm.
and he did drama at Yale. So that may be another reason why he got positioned in a lot of favorable places, sitting at some favorable tables
So what's
and
the
getting
reason
a lot
behind
of
that?
advance.
I mean, it probably got him to the table, but I feel
What's
like
the
after
reason
he got to
behind that?
the table, he was presented with other requirements that he needed to do to stay at the table.
No,
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me. There's something I just stumbled on a Netflix
and what happened to Michael B.
series
Jordan?
about.
What happened to Michael B. Jordan? Ask yourself that too. Them two was tight as hell.
you read my
Right,
mind.
Dyson? You remember?
He said
Them two was tight as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He
that's another
comfortably at
one
the table.
who was in a paid-for relationship.
No. But what I'm trying to say is,
Who
the minute
he was
all
with?
these things starts coming down, Michael B. Jordan was like, "Nigga,
Lori
get your
Harvey.
black ass away from me."
So,
Straight up.
Hans, I gotta ask you. So, do you agree as a black woman now? Do you agree with, or maybe I should ask, not agree, but Kat made a comment about. He said they give you a light-skinned woman or a light-looking woman as part of the package,
Yep.
right? He
Yep.
said light on purpose. He meant white, but he said light. Right?
I don't think he meant white,
Oh yeah.
I don't think he meant white. I mean, I feel like it could also be white, but I think it's more of fair skin.
He
Not
meant
a
fair skin.
deep melanated
skin.
complexion.
Fair skin and up.
Right.
But
Correct.
my
Yeah.
thing is this, right? What
Coming
conflicted
back.
me with that? What conflicted me with that point of view is that in the past we've always said how, and you would hear certain black what do you call them, activists would say that, well, black men or white men don't want us, or they're envious of us with their white women,
You
right?
say that again?
That white men are envious of black men who have white women, because black men who get status get to pick from the best white women.
I don't believe that, but go ahead.
And you hear it a lot. You hear it a lot. Black football players or athletes and actors, they get to pick from the cream of the crop when it comes to white women. They don't pick white trash. They tend to pick top of the line models and et cetera, right? They pick the women that the white men want, right?
Uh-huh.
So my thing is, if that is true, if the white men are truly envious of that, then why would that be a part of the package that we say they have to have? A white woman. Why not we? Why wouldn't
Because
they? Why
I feel
wouldn't
like
they?
it's a direct attack on Black women.
Attack like how? Please elaborate. I want to hear this. Attack like how?
Let me see. It's almost
Yeah.
to depreciate Black women.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
To say,
Hold on, I said that answer. Let
No,
it get it off.
I'd have to process my thoughts on the why. But
I can answer that.
we see it all the time.
Okay.
Kevin Hart was with Kevin Hart was with a melanated, darker complexion woman, had kids with her, started with her. When he got to status, dropped her and got somebody else.
traded in.
Yes, literally
Metro.
traded in. And it happens a lot. It's almost like they feel like when they get to a certain status, it's a certain type of woman that they're supposed to have.
Okay.
And red gals to stress you out, but I don't even know why they do that.
We're talking about red gals.
Woman in general stress you out, bro.
No, but
Woman
these
in
ain't
general.
red gals.
No matter the culture or color.
These ain't
You are
red gals. I'm a proud survivor of a red girl. I'm a proud survivor of a red girl. Okay?
No, you
Red gals are
survived. Oh, okay. All right. So what? Yeah, because I mean, I've dated dark skin and light skinned women, and I've had some very pleasant light skinned women who had a little entitlement issues, but they still was very nice, right? So you had to answer for the question though, Kent. Before I talk about Black women in general, because I have two stories to tell in regards to Black women.
My answer is simple, and I don't mean to sound all Malcolm X-ish, but the truth is...
He had a white girl. Not a white wife. He married a Black woman, but in his younger years, he dated a white woman that was actually married, actually.
No, I don't see...
And then he woke
anything...
up into Malcolm X.
Yeah. I think
he went to jail. He went to jail because of that white woman. Okay.
Wow, I didn't know.
Not because of her, but in any event.
Go ahead.
It was related to her. Sorry, go ahead, Ken. My God. Go ahead.
My brother ain't never gonna get his point across.
Go ahead, doctor. Go ahead.
In my personal opinion,
beside everybody. Go ahead.
My personal opinion, I don't see anything wrong with an interracial relationship. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Oh, absolutely not.
I don't either.
I've been in one for 22 years. My wife is not Black.
Yeah,
My wife is not white.
My wife is what they call in the country. Oh, what they call it again?
My wife is Hispanic.
I knew that. I figured that.
Is a word for...
Yes, that makes
Why?
sense.
Hold on, Ken. Hold on now.
Why
shots fired.
Talk, man? Jesus.
Why? Why you figured that? Why you figured that?
No. All that tea gone. That cup is very empty.
That cup empty.
Put that down.
Why you figured that?
I need to hear Dr. Ken's point.
Okay, get your point off, Ken. You coming right back to get your thoughts again, Hans. Go ahead, Ken.
Anyhow, my wife has the nickname what they call in Guyana pilau. And pilau just means like something that they cook up. They put a bunch of things together and cook up. So she's Black, Chinese, Indian. She's Black, Chinese, Indian, and East Indian.
Solid.
She's Black, Chinese, Amerindian, and East Indian. Right? So
nice.
That's a lot of mix up.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, so I'm in an interracial relationship. I married to the whole world, right? Yep. But what I was saying was the reason for the envy, and if there is a reason that they want to degrade the relationship between a Black man and a Black woman, is because that's a very powerful relationship, number one. And number two, Black woman is the mother of Earth, So if a Black man and a Black woman get together, what do you think they create? They create something very powerful. Yeah. And certain people are intimidated by that.
I agree.
I sincerely believe that. Right? And that could be for multiple reasons that they're intimidated. but I believe that there's intimidation of seeing more of that being created.
Right.
You understand? Because if the more of those you have, you can't. They're not a minority anymore. And if they're not a minority anymore, that's a big problem.
Here's a theory to go along with that. I mean, we know that the world has been colonized on many different fronts, mainly by Britain, America, France, Spain, to a certain degree, but mainly Britain. And yeah, and sorry, I he threw
I
me
think
off.
you
Yeah,
get your point out because we got something to ask you to answer. Go ahead. Think I
all right.
forget.
Yeah, but along with what the doc said, colonization erased the history from black people. It didn't erase the history. You cannot fully erase history. Someone know what they burn up. Someone know what was in those books that they burned. Someone knows the history, right? But we don't know it by design. So if they attack certain areas or try to keep black people weak in certain areas, it's because of what they know, right?
Yeah.
And they meaning people who just want to maintain their wealth and an advantage on over the world, because there's some white people out there hustling their butts off right now but can't get in simply because you can't have it. You just can't have it. All right, so you ready, Hans? I could talk until you ready because I wanted to talk about black women right quick.
Now,
I plead the fifth. Go on, Dyson.
plead the fifth.
Black women.
Boy, you like to plead that fifth, boy. Yeah. She loved to plead
I'm
that
just
fifth.
saying. Well, let me answer it for her. You look at you looking like Rico Suave right now, bro. You got
Hey,
the
hold
shirt
on,
open
pause,
with the gold medallion in the middle,
pause,
like you some type of
pause,
Don
pause,
Juan.
pause. Not looking like Rico Suave. I am Rico Suave. Now carry on.
Well, that name over. So first thing, and I'll surround it back to Jonathan Majors again because he is dating Megan Good right now. And I just stumbled on it today, a Netflix series called Beautiful, something Black and Beautiful. I don't even know why I'm getting this echo in this thing right now, but it's about black skin. And Megan Good is on it. And she's talking about how the internet dragged her at one point because she went above, she crossed the line in bleaching out her skin.
Making good for the streets, bro. But
Right?
Why do women do that? Jeez, man.
Self-hate. Self-hate.
yes. What about the eyelashes? What about the eyelashes? What about the bonnet? What about the raptor nails? Is that all that a part of self-hate?
In my opinion, no. Because
Really?
when
What's
you
the difference?
bleach your skin, you're actually chemically changing your makeup of how you were created. Anything else, lashes can be removed, nails can be removed, all that stuff. After you
Okay.
have chemically bleached your flesh, it is never the same again.
Okay.
I've been pro natural for a very long time, to the point where as I gave up on being pro natural and I just say do whatever the hell y'all want, because I was getting dragged for telling people, you don't have to wear weave, you don't have to wear makeup, you don't have to do all these different type things in order for you to be beautiful. That used to be my talk for a very long time. And people say, oh, it's my hair. If I bought it, it's mine, and blah, 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 and all this other type
It's
stuff. So
uphill and losing bottle talking to women about that shit, bro. Just forget about it.
to that point, when you put in the lashes and you remove them, you end up plucking out your own lashes. So it does damage. When you put on the weave and you put on all the other type stuff and the extensions, you do lose your hairline, your edges. Them edges be gone.
Both situations you reference are things that were done of low quality and cheaply.
And then that's another thing. So now you have to be making a certain amount of money in order to keep yourself a certain way. And I heard a gentleman say the other day that his first dates is to the coffee shop because one, he is unable to hide behind how much money he has on the date, and she can't hide behind how much money she spends to put on her makeup and her face in order to go out on a cheap date. So she's like saying like no girl is gonna put on anyway.
But that's everybody can't be pretty like me, so they gotta do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
And that's expensive though. That's expensive.
You damn right, it's expensive.
Some people spend more money on some things, and some people spend money on other things.
And who does the money go to? And that is the point where black people, I think, could do a whole lot better to understand that they are being marketed to. The whole idea of beauty is a marketing scheme and plot in order to take that money out your pocket. Now, this is just my belief again. Okay, here we go. In the same Netflix series about black skin, there are black dermatologists and scientists that talk about how out of all of the dermatologists in the world, only 2% of them are black. 2%. Right? So if only 2% of the dermatologists and you look at the big makeup lines, you look at MAC, you look at L'Oreal, you look at
Fenty.
Whoever Fenty. Now, see, Fenty is something that's very, very new, and even Fenty, that brand, is sold to. It has a parent brand. Fenty has a parent brand, right? And all of that, this multi-billion, trillion-dollar industry, who is collecting the majority of that money? Yes, every now and again, there will be a black person who will be able to get in and get the 20, 30, 500, even $1 billion out of the stake. But we're talking about multi-trillion-dollar industry.
But understand this: not only black women wear makeup.
No, no, I do understand that.
Okay.
But when black people put on, this is a new thing, you know. This whole natural movement that we are stepping up to, and I'm very proud of it, because remember, in the schools, even internationally in the schools, you weren't allowed to wear your natural. Yeah, if you had your natural hair, it was considered ungroomed, unkept. I remember some students was getting sent home. Certain jobs you couldn't wear your natural hair on; you had to cover it up.
But hold on. See, the reason why you will be sent home because some people take that unnatural quotation to the extreme. Niggas and girls will wake up and don't do nothing with their head and come to the job.
So what does that grow their head?
That's
what happened? Hold on, guys.
If that's how it grows out of their head, then what's the problem? What do they need?
What the problem is that if I run a business, you need to be presentable. That's the problem. And
what do you consider presentable?
Listen, you want to wear your hair natural. I have no. Listen, my daughters have super curly hair and long hair. They wear their hair natural. But there's a way to groom even that. You can't just wake up out of the bed and that's what you feel with pieces of the cover and pieces of the pillow and shit all sticking your head. Come on a job. You can't do it.
He didn't say lint.
No,
he didn't say
lint. If your hair is
that is the risk you take when you say natural, because everybody don't decipher what's kept natural versus natural.
Here's my opinion on that. I feel like looser women that have looser curls, their loose curls, even if it's wild, is still fine.
No, you get me wrong.
Women that have coarser,
no. You get me wrong.
It has to be done a certain way to see.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Kept.
That's not even what I'm talking about. I don't care about coarse versus curly. I don't care about none of that.
So what's your definition of groomed?
Listen,
groomed hair?
Do you understand? Hold on. Do you understand? My beard right now, right, is epic. Right? If I lay down on this side, right, and I get up in the morning to go to a client's house to do what I do on a glorious day, right? Yeah. If my beard is lopsided, I can't just go like that. You have to grow it.
But I don't think that's what Dyson is meaning.
No, that's not what he's meaning. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, some people have a problem distinguishing what is naturally kept versus natural. Some people, listen, I went to places and restaurants where people look like, bro, you need to go comb your hair. You need to go come. There's shit all in your hair. Literally.
What about and again, I kind of agree with both of you guys, right? But here's the thing: whether it's extensions, weave, braids, white people blonde hair, or Rastafarian dreads, there's kept and there's unkept.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
I agree.
Right. So, and I mean that standard is somewhat objective, but there's a little bit of subjectivity in there. But it's mostly objective. Mostly. Most people will say this guy's locks look good and this guy's locks don't. Most people will agree on that. You understand? You could almost clearly make that differentiation. And on top of that, certain jobs have certain requirements of certain standards, just like we talked about university just now. So if this is the requirement for the job and the standard and the culture you're in, right? So once that's okay, and all that is sorted out, then and you within those guidelines, that's the guidelines, or you don't work to the job. But don't try to act like a victim. Don't try to act like a victim because the job has standards and you don't want to adhere to the
That's what I'm getting.
So, and I know there are probably many other Black women that can attest to this, but here in the area that I live in, it's a predominantly white area. Every single job interview I've ever gone on, every single interview, I had my hair pressed. I had a silk press. It was pressed, and I waited until after I accepted the offer.
What the hell is that? What is that anyway? What is that?
And
what is that?
What is that press? That means you press it, you press it, tell it look like the other side here.
All right.
So the way it's the European standard in a sense. So I would always do that because I felt like it made them more comfortable. And
it looked like
it was always confirmed because when I would allow my curls to revert, anytime after that, if I ever straighten my hair again, what do they say? Oh my God, I love when your hair is like this. But the same comments aren't made in its natural curly state. And that's not saying that it's not groomed or it's not, the edges aren't right and it's not fixed, but many times people are just more comfortable with straighter hair.
Okay, so that we can move on, I'll just quickly define that there's a complete difference between being natural and being kept. Right. Natural is your natural self. You bathe, you clean, you're groomed, you're just natural.
Face
kept.
Wash. Yes. Mm-hmm.
This is kept.
Well played. Well played. Well played. Well played, sir. Well played.
It all ties together, Dyson, because it's all about the concept of selling out.
I'm a kept. Listen, I ain't going front. I'm a well kept man, and I don't be caught dead shit like that. I'm well kept, bro. Straight up, you won't catch me going to the grocery store not looking presentable. But that's just my mindset. Not like that though, Dyson. Not like that. Cut the shit up. Stop the cap.
Yeah, we always used to pick up JP last because it was 5 of us, right? We would drive all the way to the other side of the island and pick up the other guy, come back to the east and pick this guy up, and he still ain't ready, but
that's right. You want to know why? Hey, well, tell him the other side of the story though. When we go out, what then? The epicness just shine. Oh my God, he's so dreamy. Yeah. That's that part coming with it too.
So
come on now.
So speaking about dreamy and go ahead.
What I was saying, sorry. No, I was just tying it together. I was saying that what we're talking about here is the concept of selling out. And talking about how brothers like Major potentially may have sold out for his spot or his position, right? And what that could look like. And for some of us, there's kind of stages to that. And for some people, it's wearing a what they call a weave, a straight one that come all the way down there, lace weave. What they call it?
I don't know.
Oh, the lace front weave,
or whatever.
The Remy.
The point is, changing your skin.
The Remy.
No, I got a song. I wrote a whole song. I tell you, I was on this thing deep, but you got straight, wavy, curly, kinky, all type of things.
Knows all that. But
Dyson and all of that.
changing your
Yeah.
appearance,
Dirty
changing your
ass man.
appearance, changing your appearance to fall in line with these or another group standard. Let me put it that way.
Mhm.
Another group standard in order to be successful.
Right.
Changing your morals and changing your appearance.
I'll
Hmm.
tell you guys right now, my in
I'll be
my
right back.
my
Get out of here, Dyson. We
I'm
run
in
the shit, man.
graduate school right now. And whenever we have to go on, we have to interact with different classmates and the instructors and so on and so forth. Everyone has added a picture of them to their profile. I purposely did not add a picture of myself on there because I do not want them to see that I am a brown person and try to grade me based on that.
Why not?
It's a sellout.
I prefer that they could think whatever they think, go based on what I say, what I turn in, and I just don't want to risk it. I am
So would you
aware of
would you
where I
so,
live.
so would you consider doing all the work, turning it in, getting great grades, getting great reviews, or whatever the hell you're doing, or whatever? And
Yeah,
at the end of the day, upload your photo and be like, listen, this is where it actually came from.
absolutely. And see, at the end, then
Right.
they'll see me because then the
Right.
graduation is at the end, and that's when they'll get the first introduction and person and all that stuff. But no, I just know that I feel like in certain spaces, you have some people that don't feel like Black people should be in that space.
Let me talk about just so we could complete this talk about females and what Jonathan Majors is doing. We suspect that he's up to something, dating now Megan Good. It's costing him a dime. But he also mentions in an interview he calls Megan Good his
Correct.
Coretta Scott King.
Have mercy.
And I read the whole
Nigga, please.
thing, the court case where he is saying where there are calls and text messages to the white woman that he was dating, where he would tell her that she needs to be his Coretta Scott King. So he's telling this white woman that he needs to be this black woman. Now Coretta Scott King, she ain't no easy woman. That ain't no easy shoes to fill.
No.
Ain't many black women, ain't many women, period, could fill them shoes, right?
Nah, bro.
But he's also saying, and I won't even take the time to go through. Well, for those of you that don't know, Coretta Scott King is a female civil rights warrior,
Yes.
right? And then she, after all of this other type stuff, that accolades that she has, she also happens to be Martin Luther King's wife,
Yes.
right? So yeah, he's saying that you need to be like Michelle Obama, or you need to be like Coretta Scott King. And I don't know about Obama, but we all know that Martin Luther King, he was very out there in terms of how much gals he was slewing on a regular. So here's the situation that y'all don't know. Jonathan and this gal, she was chasing him through the streets. The white lady that he get charged with the assault thing. But all of this was about her going in his phone, snatching his phone. For those of you who don't know.
If and all them weights and running around like an ape.
So they have text messages and messages between them talking about how he was telling her, don't go to the hospital. He was telling her he's gonna kill himself if she this and she that and all this other type stuff. Some real heavy duty narcissistic nonsense.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say he's a narcissist.
Some real heavy duty emotional ass shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said right there, Dyson.
No, but even still, right? That's why I had to give the dude some credit, because I think he's a great actor.
I want to see Dyson.
He was born in this dude. I think he's a young dude. He was 89.
Okay.
He's my age. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, you
89.
all in age.
He definitely looks like he's from a different generation though.
Like how?
He looks older.
Yeah, he
He's
does
the
look
ugly
older.
ass nigga. That's what it is. Go ahead.
Well, that's why I brought up the other actors, like the Denzel Washington, the Harry Belafonte, who was a handsome dude. Um, you have people who made it in Hollywood that may have done it the easy way or the hard way, but most of the black men in Hollywood had some type of traction, or they played the Hulk or some type of big, big beastly type situation, right? They're playing a role, right? And we look at this situation now with this black man who actually has talent,
Yeah.
right? And he actually, because of his talent, he becomes a role model. And we look at some of these other things that was happening. We look at Lil Nas X,
Oh gosh.
right? When he first came out, man, all the kids was loving this dude, becoming a role model. And then just like, God, it's like, whoa,
You know
I
what's so
didn't
funny?
know but all
I,
of
I
them.
don't
think it
I don't think
was.
he's gay enough.
He may not
I
be.
was just gonna say that.
I don't think he's gay. Smart,
Smart, yes.
but I don't think he's gay.
He is trolling everybody.
Everyone, bro. I don't think he's gay.
And he
Because
does
you know what?
exactly what he knows people are gonna react to.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
in
I agree.
conclusion, then,
Well,
you have
I know.
another comment.
I watched Dave Chappelle new special. He seems to think he's the gayest rapper ever.
Yeah, but that's just it, though. If someone's going to think it, then he did a great job of convincing them.
Well, I know.
But here's the thing: if you look at everything that's happening right now, I mean, it's not. I'm just upset that the gay community and some of the gay community isn't cool about it. But I wonder if they even realize how they are being used and their whole plight, because all of this was
I've seen
from
some.
women's lib to real gay rights and all this other type stuff. Like, I feel like it's a slap in the face to all of that.
I agree.
Yeah, because I mean, jeez. Anyway, we could save that for a whole nother
That's a
show.
whole nother show. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother show. But I feel like we
Are
as
you okay over there?
With me? I'm always good.
Okay, good.
say King man.
I'm shaking my head. Not as in I have a headache. I'm shaking my head with I can say.
So
Yeah.
we look at Hollywood, and we understand that Hollywood. I wish I'd remember the name of the show. There's an actual
Hollyweird.
show too that talks about. Yeah, I mean, it talks about how you had to do certain things in order to make it in Hollywood,
Right.
like legit, right? Men and women.
Yeah.
And is it worth it? I mean, $50 million just to wear a dress? I say yeah. I agree. I mean, it's just a dress.
I think that's the dress is the only part that we see.
We see.
Correct. That's like your public acceptance.
Well, skin in my teeth.
Oh boy.
Well, they got two routes. One that's not as obvious.
You know, y'all thought JP but Tyson worse than me.
All right, last words, y'all.
Last words. I'll go first. Last words, and it's gonna be real short. Really, really short. It all boils down to how much do your morals cost? That's it.
Yep.
How much do your morals cost?
Yeah.
That's it?
Next.
That's
That's
it.
it.
I'll grab it. I'll grab it.
Oh,
go
you
ahead,
grab
Hans.
it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
No, go.
Okay,
Go,
Hans,
go ahead,
okay.
go ahead.
All
Yeah,
right.
go ahead.
After you.
Mine is simple, and that's just find value, find richness in non-material things. And that way you cannot be bought. Simple as that.
Five. One.
I think as men and women, we have to be careful about what we put out there. We got to be very careful about what we say, especially when you're dealing in this era, in the internet era. Like, a lot of people doesn't understand that once you put photos out on the internet, it doesn't really go away. You know what I mean? Like you could delete it from the device where it came from. But let's hypothetically say, Jonathan Majors has kids in the future, 10 years from now, looking back at those photos, like, bro, that's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Now, I'm not talking about the flower shit. Yeah, that's embarrassing, but that's all the one with him with the whole feather in the boots and like. At the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself. Now I understand $50 million and $50 million. That's something that's hard to walk away from if it's right in front of your face. And not many will walk away from that. And many will get some skin in their teeth for it too. So to speak. No pause. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have some sort of dignity about self. Because, like I said, boy, I hate to do it, Lord knows. Anyway, like I said, once, and she listened to sorry, y'all. Like I said, these things are a gateway to see exactly how far they can push the envelope, to see what else they can get you to do. So you got to be very careful making that first initial decision, because there may be some things in the future that you wouldn't even think you do, but you probably will for the love of money.
That's it.
Right.
All right, I don't have anything to say. This has been episode 69.
You ain't gonna close it out, bro?
Yeah, I guess I'll find something profound to say.
All right.
I like it. Yeah, okay. No, the balloons stand up. That's it. It's over.
I
It's done.
I just saw balloons.
I was trying to figure out what you pressed.
I didn't touch anything.
It must be just applauded that I didn't have anything to say. Well, mother said. That's messed up. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been episode 69. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. We're here every Sunday at 6:30 Eastern Time. And yeah, it's always, next week, I wanted to talk about, well, no, let me finalize that. So on Wednesday, we'll post to the Instagram page. You'll know what we're doing next. Be good. Stay warm. Stay safe.
What are all these effects on my screen? I'm not
What the
doing
hell is that? What is it?
It's the
Guys, say what the hell is that? The carnival or
It's
some
the
shit?
sign. So when I do different things, it gives different stuff.
So, hey, hold on now. Hold on. Y'all better get it right for yours truly now. Come on now.
Do 2 thumbs up, you guys. Together.
I'm not doing that. Oh, do you have a virtual? Are you using a virtual background? No.
No. This is my real window, real blind.
All right. Basically, the show is over, ladies and gentlemen.
I wonder what effect I get if I do this.
Say if this the apocalypse.
All right, that's right. 2 thumbs up.
I want to know what's going on here. If it, in my settings, and I do virtual background.
But you said the show over.
Yeah, the show done, man. Y'all go home.
Don't think I'll massage y'all.
You can never get no sponsors. Okay, like that.
I swear. All right. Peace out until next week.
Okay.
Take care of each other.